And you can put it on your floor. You can put them anywhere, but
like a yoga mat or an area rug or something.
I guess it's just a mat, but it looks like it's a hole.
Yeah.
The first one I saw was digital, but the other ones were like realistic, like exactly.
What do you mean a digital mat?
Oh, it looks like here. It would look like right here. I would just put a rug, and it looks like it's a hole.
You mean it looks like it's there?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like what Banksy used to do, like where he'd draw a hole in the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes so much more sense now.
They made like a mat to go into your house, and then there was even one that was a digital one. Well, I mean, the flooring, they captured the flooring, so it actually looked like it was the floor like fell in.
Oh, okay. Funny. Well, yeah. For a moment, you got me thinking of that video game city in China called Chongqing.
No.
Who moved?
These are $7.
What move?
One, they can be delivered, and Alex did not order me any new ones. Well, he's ashamed of not making it in life, and then he takes it out on me. What should I say to him? I don't know. I should just recommend.
Tell him you need help fighting Sauron.
Who's that? What?
You never saw the Lord of the Rings trilogy? No. Remember he what's his name? Aragorn has to go and try and convince the ancient ones that they can go to heaven instead of being ghosts trapped on Earth if they help fight Sauron. Yeah. You see, the Lord of the Rings is supposed to be like religious allegory, basically. But actually, South Park seems to believe that it was roughly based off of the events of World War II, except given sort of flowery early Anglo-Saxon names, like especially for the elves and stuff like that, like Elrond and Arwen, and Yeah, there was something that I found where I think J.R.R. Tolkien got the idea for the title of the Silmarillion. There's a very similar word in like another religious tradition, and I can't remember which one it was. Could be like Zoroastrian or something like that. Like back in the day, like everybody borrowed from each other. The Indians, the Persians, the Greeks, and nowadays half of the articles that I find about the ancient Greeks are written by Indian newspapers. Like, how can that be? And I asked Google, and Google said, well, the Greeks and the Indians have been, doing a really rich amount of trade, since long ago. And like, the Indians actually liked the Greek philosophers so much that they even have an official category in Hindu called the sayings of the Greeks. Yes. So like they made like official translations of a lot of the Greek sayings into Hindi and or Urdu, I'm guessing as well. Only real difference between Hindi and Urdu on a very casual level is that they're essentially the same sounds, just with different types of letters. Interestingly, there's some minority languages in like Ukraine and areas of the former Soviet Union that they're trying to preserve the Latin letter usage rather than the Cyrillic letter usage for those particular languages, because they think it's more culturally sensitive to not honor the Russians in that case, because the Russians conquered those territories illegitimately. I mean, conquering is technically supposed to be an illegitimate taking of someone else's territory, but there's also like almost a Monroe Doctrine-ish way of how like the rest of the world figures out if like a big territory deserves a smaller territory and stuff like that. And there was this one article that says that Putin lives by some kind of code that Trump will never understand and stuff like that. I don't know what that is, but I could take a guess at it, and it's that even if it's not strictly about Putin being a 19th century imperialism and colonialism person, it could just be this whole thing where there's essentially a completely different card game as to who gets to seize someone else's territory if enough of their people within that territory make a fuss. Anyway, so Richard, are you okay? So you are making progress, right? I mean, well, you used to say that your back actually hurt more from sitting in the wheelchair than laying in bed, right?
Magic.
Oh,
But I want that back. That's
Yeah.
too nice of a.
Yeah.
Maybe I can redo it.
yeah,
If somebody drives me to Walmart.
yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
give it to a nurse.
Mm.
I can give it to a nurse. Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh,
I'll take it back.
that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, do you think
There's another Saint Jude ad, as I like to say, Saturn Jupiter. That's my guess as to what it really means. Saint Jude, But you remember the Beatles wrote "Hey Jude," and so all I could think of is that Jude is the German word for Jew, and so maybe it's like a Romeo and Juliet thing, like Rome is trying to court Israel, so that Israel will not react to Rome invading the Palestinian area, and back in the day, historically. So that's where the whole idea of the romance started, because there's supposed to be an interlocutor, like Jesus, who goes between the father government, the Romans, and the colonies, and gets the people to convert towards worshiping Julius Caesar. Anyway. So the idea is that on the one side they're having dark reactions, on the other side they're having light reactions, so to speak, and so it allows the Roman federal system to portray itself, as the good guy, and as if it's bringing enlightenment to some lost, fallen civilization, that was once rising but then suddenly fell. Because Adam means, the rising red sun, when it's still in its red rubber ball position, when it hasn't reached full height in the sky yet. So, yeah. So essentially, Adam is a son of the sun, and then Eve is his, moon complement, so to speak. And then he fell prematurely. And so the idea is that, all roads lead to Rome, because Rome is the only, country that has everything, uppity and stuff like that. They try to be a model for the rest of the world.
Yeah, America.
Well, yes, we see the stuff that went through the British Empire and the Roman Empire being, transported to essentially America, and so for many ancient civilizations and the secret societies who kept the traditions of many of those ancient civilizations, America is supposed to be some kind of wonder country that basically sets up some kind of utopia under some kind of, you know, absolute leadership, although not necessarily a literal leader.
Slow down, because I got
Oh,
John's
okay.
over there. And he's
Is that Mad Max? It looks like Mad Max. Wow. Oh, actually, that looks more like it's from the 70s based on their haircuts and stuff. Oh, oh, You Are Magic? Yeah.
You
That's
know
great.
why?
Yeah.
That's because of
There you are.
I don't believe in the Old Testament. I believe in Sophia. Okay, she
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
gave each and every person a spark in them to bring them magic. We live on hell Earth.
Yeah.
And you are
You ever heard the song? You can do magic, da, da, da. You can have anything you want.
You decide.
Yeah.
Magic. And you know,
Only one who
can
put out the fire.
You knew darn
Well,
well you cast your spell.
Yeah. God, what movie is that? Now that's gonna be bugging me all day. I hope it doesn't trigger the copyright censor. Oh, what's this one say? Whatever things are lovely and honest to be praiseworthy, think on these things. Oh, nice. Be honest. You can't in hell where evil reigns, cause when you're real and honest, you're. Oh! I was trying to read one side at a time. Be honest, and the peace that passes all understanding by the power of Jesus' blood. Doesn't say will be with you on the back of it.
Yeah.
But under be honest, it says you can't in hell where evil reigns. I see. So I would have used another pronoun. You can't do that, or you can't do such a thing in hell where evil reigns. And I'd put a comma after hell. I'm such a grammar Nazi. What do we got here? 2026, Happy New Year. Believe in yourself if you're honest. Should just be the 10 Commandments, be honest. You know, the Uber driver I had, he actually had said he wasn't interested in going to any New Year's celebrations. I mean, let alone, going out to drink regularly at all with his buddies, because they he has an inner circle and an outer circle, and only his outer circle people were available, and so it wasn't as great a New Year's celebration at the bar as he thought it would be, because it actually took everybody 10 minutes to realize that the new year had arrived, he said.
Ow! Is somebody seeing that?
Maybe not. We have no viewers.
Ow! You just.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what you did. What
I mean, it'll save. It's YouTube Live.
Ow!
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you notice, there's the people icon, and it says we have 0 viewers at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, that's no guarantee that we won't get viewers later on, but generally speaking, I get no viewers because they kind of shadow ban new creators. Oh, nice.
Praise Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I want to take a picture of how those look hanging up on your wall. I won't have you look picture.
Yes.
Oh,
Let go. Let go of your pain. Let go.
Oh, yes,
Let
yes.
go.
Like the song, let it go, let it go. I have control of the wind and snow. Yeah. Anyway,
And I need this. This might be negative.
so by the way, this is so random, but did you know that Sirius, not Polaris, is the brightest star in the night sky? I did not know that. And actually, the Romans apparently had a very strong affinity for dogs because Sirius is the dog star. And then supposedly Rome was founded under the stars Romulus and Remus, which is why they came up, with a myth to describe it. And you know what Russia was founded under? Russia was founded under Ursa Major. You know what star America was founded under? The star Amera. And so Jordan Maxwell was trying to get people, to look at, what the ancients used to derive in knowledge from the stars and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, I don't think they'll start using astrology to teach geometry again, but, got my fingers crossed. And I still hope they can give philosophy to 5-year-olds. I think it would be excellent for them to figure out ethics at that age so that they can, find out all the wrong things that their parents are doing and fix this world before the human race perishes.
The world it was wrong from the get-go. I don't think the world should ever have existed.
The world is life. What's that song? I'm thinking of the Rush song.
Yeah.
No, mine is not for rent to any god or government.
Actually,
Today's Tom Sawyer.
if you want to know the truth,
Yeah.
They, according to the science, they said they don't know why we exist.
Oh, don't know why we exist. Yeah. Well, actually, they're saying that. Okay, two things I've read is that death is very different than we think it is. Like we actually sort of, become part of the universe and stuff like that. We I guess commune with the all that is, and then we feel like a beyond sensation, if you will. I think is the idea. And then the other thing is, I've heard that we are a 3-dimensional universe hologram projected from a 2-dimensional projector of sorts. But keep in mind, the shape of our universe is technically a vortex. So there would also have to be a time dimension in that as well. It's like the same way that wormholes work. So apparently, I think we do have wormholes, but most of them are not really stable enough for us to travel through. Because so there's the 3 regular dimensions, and then there's the dimension of time, which kind of like wraps around the others and sort of creates a sensation of like warped everything because it creates a shortcut from one time to another, but it warps space around it essentially.
No, you can't see that. You can't see it on the screen.
Oh, you know what? That makes it look pretty.
Yeah, that makes it look pretty there, but
it makes it look like the sun is shining
show
through.
up. Yeah, it doesn't show up on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I still think that's really pretty. It reminds me of like one of those Bible message things where they have the sun peeking through, and then like they have the crown of thorns formation of the sun. Anyway, I always thought that the spring
You
had,
can't
like,
see it. You
apocalyptic
can't
clouds.
see it on the screen. You
No.
cannot.
It doesn't matter. I'm thinking of the springtime clouds, like before the thunderstorm and stuff like that.
There's another person in the room.
Okay. Yes, it's Jesus.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. There's an easy way to turn black rock.
I have to clean that up. I spilled some water.
Oh, that's okay. They have plenty of mops.
Well,
Yeah,
I want to
they-
get my papers
They,
wet.
they have plenty of people. Well, I mean, are you just about ready to go to our next destination? Okay, 10 more minutes is fine. Yeah, why not? Okay.
Oh, we're here, like,
Yeah,
not that long.
yeah. Okay.
Hour, like, this is
Yeah.
a half hour, right?
Yeah.